Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I have for you the Dragonborn. A little bit different build than usually. It is a build focused around black powder, rifles, especially the dragon. It's the weapon called the dragon, hence the name of this build. It's not really as much to do with Elder Scrolls at all, but with the dragon weapon. Now let's jump into some details about this build. First, that's the special distribution before the legendary perks, and at the same time, this build can be pulled off really early, as legendary perks are not necessary for the most part. I do have Water Rats, which is quality of life perk. I do have Taking One for the team, which helps to do a little bit more damage on the team. Infiltrator, another quality of life, and 15 total special, which mostly translate into quality of life perks. If you want to downscale the build, I will tell you exactly what you can drop. So by the look of the build, straight away, if you want to downscale it, you don't need 9 strength. You don't need bear arms. That's only because I'm carrying a lot of stuff on me. You can live without blocker, although it's handy. So you can drop 6 points from strength. Then you can absolutely play without Party Boy. That's another 3 points that you can drop. You could play with rank 1 of Adrenaline, so that's another 5 points you can drop. 4 points if you will have rank 1. And if you need to drop even more, very cool perk, Mysterious Stranger, is not necessary. Although it is a very cool perk, I would keep it. Now, what do I have here? Basically strength, as I said. Carry weight plus blocker for survivability. The perception is the most important. All the rifleman perks with master at rank 2. So there is no room for max out master rifleman. Very important, ground powder. Those weapons reload incredibly slow, so any improvement is welcome. Tank killer, max out concentrated fire, you only need rank 1. For survivability, endurance, life giver, fireproof. Then Charisma Party Boy is here for VATS accuracy, thanks to Sweetwater Special Blend being boosted by Party Boy and Herbivore mutation. Tenderizer for damage. Then Intelligence is Scrapper and Gunsmith. Gunsmith very handy, as black powder weapons tend to break easily. Then under agility we want all the damage we can get, so adrenaline max out. Black powder weapons not compatible with stealth, so there is no stealth. White Knight, so our armor will not break all the time, as we'll be taking damage. It is a tank build. Then Born Survival, and Through Hiker to carry your food. Unless you don't like food, then you don't need to carry it. I do like food. Then, under luck, important ones for damage, Bloody Mess and better criticals. Then we have Mysterious Stranger. I will talk a little bit more how it exactly works, as I did extensive investigation. And Stargies to keep mutation, good with salt to keep your food, Curator if occasionally you will use magazines. You could use lower luck as well, and it will be fine, as we don't need to recharge critical every other shot, as that's not how we use it with black powder weapons. Now, the gear itself. So, we have a selection of dragons that I apply a red racket paint for most, because then, like this paint renamed them, so they all together on my list. Doesn't matter what dragons you have, although there are legacy dragons that you can recognize by the wrench on them. Normal dragons after the nerf, so current dragons are 228 wrench. And if you will find a legacy one, that's 400. They are still in circulation, some people have them. If you can purchase one, this is awesome. It's not only how far you can shoot with it, it does affect how often it triggers perks. For example, Mysterious Stranger. And if it's explosive, this explosive will do more damage than Modern Dragon. Why the dragon was nerfed? I have no explanation, because it was never overpowered. So, unfortunately, to get full power the dragon, you will need to put your hand on Legacy one with 400 in range. Easy to recognize at least. Now, the second weapon will be regular black powder rifle, and this is awesome because it was never nerfed, so it still offers almost 400 in range, which is great. Really good damage. It's basically one-shot weapon, and if you can get instigating on it, that would be amazing. I was not lucky enough to get faster reload. If I could get a faster reload, that would be great, but already with VATS hit chance and instigating, I can use it as VATS sniper. As far as I can target in VATS, it will hit the head. I will show you in a moment. Now, armor, it's not very important. I'm rocking a full set of Secret Service with Overeater's prefix. Any armor will really do with this build. Try to get something that provides you with a good resistance. That's the only important part. The outfit, I have Civil War era suit and Civil War era top hat to go with a dragon and the rifle really well. I decided to stick with my turtle backpack, but you use any. Can be a more sightable backpack. Now the mutations, quick overlook. It is a full health build, so no adrenal reaction, but we have bare bones for agility, eagle eyes for damage, grounded, as we are not using energy weapons, so for extra resistance, herbivore for especially the VATS accuracy from Sweetwater special blend, then herd mentality for special, marsupial for jumping, scaly skin for tankiness, and speed demon for faster reload mainly in this case. Now, if I scroll effects, you can see Sweetwater special blend because I'm herbivore, I'm on a team, and with party boy perk, 15 to my perception. It makes a huge difference in VATS accuracy. Extra 15 perception, so I rock 40 perception, which is really good for full health build. No unyielding armor, full health. Now, the build in action and what I will do, how I will use it. So let's find some enemies and shoot them. Oh, I actually do have some enemies outside. That's the mysterious stranger. Surprisingly, with Dragon, it appears almost every time. It appears more often with Legacy Dragons, for some reason. If you pay attention to my wheel, I have dragons on every slot. And the reason for that is I can basically rotate dragon to dragon and keep firing without reloading. And as well, I have a handmade. Oh, I forgot to take ammo for. The handmade will be used when I need to recharge my critical. Oh, and there is Mr. Ogua. And I have Mysterious Stranger somewhere. I don't know where it appears. Now, as well, about Mysterious Stranger, I was investigating, and Mysterious Stranger cannot spawn in daily ops, cannot spawn in expedition, and cannot spawn in instant interiors. So this is important to know. Mysterious Stranger will not appear there. As well, Mysterious Stranger cannot appear multiple times at once on a server. So if more people is using this perk and Mysterious Stranger is running away somewhere, still talking about this guy, the other one will not appear. So there is only one Mysterious Stranger that keeps appearing whenever someone is using VATS, and if one is already present, this card will just not trigger. Until it disappears, then it can trigger again. So it can be almost constantly somewhere, but cannot be two. Cannot be two at once. Now, how I will use those dragons and handmade. Handmade is not necessary to be a handmade, just any automatic weapon will do. I'm using it to recharge criticals and then rotate the dragons. So I will target the Scourge Beast, I will fire to recharge the critical, then select my first dragon, go for critical to the head, swap quickly for another one, charge the critical, switch to the next dragon, go for critical, oh, that this is not charged, switch to a dragon that do have ammo in it, and here we go. And Mysterious Stranger is actually helping. So he's always there to lend a hand, and for everyday use case, it's regular black powder. So you can see instigating rifle, insanely good damage, especially in case of full health build. Let me show you as well, amazing accuracy with this weapon. And now hopefully there is some scorch. Yeah. You see the VATS accuracy? The reload is the only problem. Like, it takes a couple of seconds. Not crazy long. It's not as long as the dragon, so you can reload it in combat. And as long as you can target something, regardless of how far they are, it's a hit. And I don't need a critical to one-shot all regular enemies, including level 100 super mutants with this rifle. So that's additional benefit. The dragons, unfortunately, as you can see, the reload is incredibly slow. So what I am doing, I'm reloading the dragons only if I'm waiting for something. I would not go and reload my dragons as I fight. It's not something you do with this build, which is probably not the most efficient, but as you can see, the damage is there. She's far, so I can reload this dragon. Now I will recharge my critical with a handmade. So she's too far to shoot. Handmade is modified, by the way, for the fastest possible reload and fire, so that's the purpose of this gun. What? Yeah, the bugs. I clearly hit, and my hits did not register at all, my critical not recharge. Come on, stop bugging out now. Now I can finally do it. And forgot to reload this one dragon. I will wait. And now, goodbye. And Mr. Stranger is here. I like this fella. It's not the most powerful in combat, but he does provide distraction, and quite often he is able to finish off enemy I'm shooting. Like, if I fail to kill enemy with a shot, Mysterious Stranger tend to finish off. So it's worth to, from time to time, check if your dragons are actually reloaded, as then I want to use it and dragons are not reloaded. Now, you probably wonder how good is this build for the boss fights and so on. And it's decent. It's definitely not a boss killer. You cannot really do it solo. When on a team and you have taking one for the team trigger, the legendary perk, it's doing quite well. Solo I can show you example as I recorded one during the live stream, so you will do some damage, but judge for yourself. Take a look. Let's see how much damage the Dragonborn can do to Air Williams solo. Okay, Air Williams. We'll try to ignore or other stuff happening. Oh, I didn't switch to weapon tab for instant swapping. I fired this one already, but now this one. So, what? This not reloaded? How? I checked them all. Where? Nope. Air Williams. Leave me alone, Wendigos. I just want Air Williams. How do I get rid of the little Wendigos getting into my targeting zone? Next dragon. Critical. I need to figure out how to do it faster. Critical. Recharge. Critical. And recharge, come on. Critical. Back to the handmade for the recharge. Next dragon. Critical. Back to the handmade for reach. For the critical. And next dragon. Critical. Back to the handmade. Recharge the critical. And there is still another dragon, which is a good news. I will eventually run out of the dragons. Okay. Managed to figure out how to do it relatively fast. But now that why the leg is targeted. Middle head. Somehow I was targeting the leg. Oh, there's still... No, don't scroll accidentally. Okay, so I'm doing some damage. Will definitely not kill it super fast. Oh, this dragon is luckily still loaded. And that will be everything you need to know about this build. As you can see, it's clearly designed to be different, but still efficient. So if you want to show up in the wasteland as Civil Era fighter, Civil Era war style with black powder weapons and steel rock, you can. You can with this build. And your friends probably will be impressed. I don't know, you will let me know. And that being said, thank you a lot for watching, and see you all in the next one.